Boop, boop, boop. Working now. Hold on, y'all. Get rid of this. You don't want to work for me, y'all.
What did you just touch? You gotta touch the red button.
Wait a minute. Let me see. I don't know what he did.
Mr. Dandridge.
Hold on, y'all. Because I'm not getting no recording now. See, it's not lit up.
Mm-hmm.
Wayne.
That's not the church.
I'm not getting recording. Recording lights not lighting up.
That light doesn't come on.
Yeah. The red dot does. It's not up there.
Then we got to reboot.
Oh no. She still ain't up there.
Okay, cause something you got still on pause or something.
So maybe 1 minute.
What is this?
No.
I don't look like
No
nothing.
date on this, so I didn't even fool with it.
See,
There we
that's why. You had something that was already set.
All right, you ready? Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Ray of Hope, the talk show and podcast with your hosts, Ray and Leslie.
Hey, Ray.
Hey, Les, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. How was your weekend?
That was good. It was nice and relaxing. What about you?
It was great.
Good.
It's a blessing. to be
Yes.
here. I'm excited. So today's episode is going to be brought to you by Drew's Cruise Basketball Training Camp, and we have the founder and CEO, Mr. Andrew Lavender himself. How are you, Mr. Lavender?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Do you go by Drew or Andrew?
Both.
Both. Okay.
We'll call you Drew.
We'll go with Drew. Well, he has a youth training basketball camp, and my motto is keep him on the court, keep him off the streets.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about yourself, Mr. Lavender, and how you came up with this basketball camp.
Well, from
Hold on.
It's not recording.
I don't know why. There we go now.
Yeah, you didn't push off, turn off to stop the pause. Yeah.
Let me do now.
Nothing.
Hold on.
What are you doing? No, just stop it. Just stop it. Hit the X right there. Now, hit pause. Hit record. All right, so when you're ready to start, hit the pause again, and then it can start.
Never went that route.
Yeah.
Okay, now ready? Hold on.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Ray of Hope, the talk show and podcast with your hosts, Ray and Leslie. Hey, Leslie.
Hey, Ray.
How are you?
I'm good.
How was your
are you?
weekend?
It was good. Nice and peaceful.
That's
Got some good rest.
Blessed.
What about you?
Blessed.
You look beautiful.
You too.
Thank you,
What you
girl.
been up to?
Girl, nothing.
I'm so excited. We are in season 4, episode 2. Can you believe it's been 4 years of Ray of Hope?
God is so good.
He is.
So
I'm
good.
excited because today's episode is actually brought to you by Drew's Cruise Basketball Camp and Foundation. And we have the owner and founder, Mr. Andrew Lavender, here. How are you, Mr. Lavender?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Oh, great.
Doing good.
Well,
Doing
first
good.
of all, thank you so much for taking the time out your day to be here on
Yes.
Ray of Hope.
Absolutely.
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your background?
Well, I went to from Whitehall, Ohio. Went to Mays Elementary in Columbus. I moved there 5th grade. Moved to Mays, Columbus from Whitehall, 5th grade. Went to Clinton Middle School. Then right across from Clinton was Brookhaven, where both my brothers went. And ended up going to Oklahoma University, Xavier, overseas, playing ball. Then came back, started doing some of this training stuff, and made it into the whole program.
That's good.
I love it. Because I always say, keep the kids on the court, not out of the streets.
Yes.
And he's doing a wonderful thing. And he's a little bit modest and humble. He just
I
got
can tell.
inducted into the Xavier University
I
Hall
can
of Fame for
tell.
basketball.
Yeah.
So
That's
congratulations
what's
to
up.
that.
I love that.
And it was beautiful. I got invited. Thank you for inviting me. This is my brother-in-law, for those that don't know.
Yes.
And I had a wonderful time, and it was just so exciting to see him be honored for something that he loves to do.
I love that.
He loves that. And his father's a basketball coach. His brothers play basketball, so runs in the family, but he's the best.
So we are in the house with royalty today. That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for. So I know Rhea talks about you a lot. So I'm honored to meet you and be in your presence. Tell us about your basketball camp.
Well, it's for all ages. Right now, we have like majority of the kids are like from 6 years old to maybe to 15 or 16. But summertime comes, school is out, and a lot of older kids come too. Like the oldest ones are maybe 19, and we take them to basketball games, sometimes even football games, bowling, just do a lot of activities to keep them off the streets, you know,
Yeah.
doing something positive and motivate us, stay motivated.
That's good. So it's more than just a basketball camp. You guys are sounds like you're very active in their lives and trying to show them things outside of basketball, like on the football games, doing bowling. It sounds very community-like.
No, definitely, because basketball is just one part of life, you know.
Yeah.
We don't want to just, after you leave the gym, just forget about the kids, you know.
Sure.
Then you build relationships with these kids, and they look at you as like a big brother or sometimes even a father or uncle figure, you know. So
Yeah.
we try to keep all that stuff into consideration.
That's good.
Yeah.
I love that.
And I'm really big on advocating for mentorship.
Yeah.
So that's huge. So, you know, kudos again, you know, for what you're doing. But how does your organization actually help the kids? I know you do the basketball camp, you take them places, but, you know, mentally, how do you think it's helping the kids?
So mentally, I think, kids nowadays are going through all kinds of stuff, you know, and they barely even go outside anymore. They're always on their phones. Like going outside is like a punishment now. When, you know, back in the day, we used to love to go outside, but now it's like you're in trouble, go outside and do nothing or whatever. So we try to just keep these kids like doing something positive, not just banking on their phones or just banking on like getting in trouble, you know, because that's like fun for a lot of kids now. So we try to give them different avenues and ways of maybe writing a book or you know, making a rap song that's positive. Just something, anything that can help the kids, like get them out of trouble and all that.
Right.
That's good. I love that. What challenges have you yourself faced? And I think this is a really important question because social media, and I know we don't like it, but it's there, right? So you
Right.
see everything, and people sometimes will just put all of their lives on social media.
Right.
So I've noticed a lot lately of athletes, even college athletes, but NFL or just regular, athletes in general. They're having a hard time transitioning
Right.
from life after sports and trying to figure out what does that look like?
Yeah, it's different for everybody, obviously, but it's tough. It's really tough because if you have the wrong people around you, sometimes even the right people around you, you know, people have their hand out and, you know, and with the wrong intentions. You know, it's okay to help people, but if they have like the wrong intentions and they keep, you know, doing the wrong thing with things, and now you're lost. Now you're in a situation asking for help. You know, so and then like when you're in college, well, for me, when you're in college and you're a so-called big man on campus and don't gotta really do nothing or work for nothing, then you get out of school and go overseas and play. I injured myself, so I tore my ankle up and I couldn't play anymore. So I came into Columbus, try to figure out, okay, now what's life look like? You know, what's my purpose and all that. So I knew I can get along with a lot of kids and all that. You know, the kids really cling to me really easy or whatever. So I just stuck with that.
That's good. Can you speak a little bit more though to, you said you got injured. So with you getting injured and being an athlete and you said you were the man,
Right.
how does that transition in your mind? Like how do you get that part of the mental back on track?
It's work. It's not like just a quick fix. It's not like something that's gonna happen overnight. It's like you gotta prepare yourself, routine yourself for trying to be comfortable being uncomfortable. You know, so it's like it's not the easy go shoot a three, pass the ball, you know, make the crowd jump up. Life is way more difficult than that. So you gotta just find your problems and try to solve them.
Yeah, that's good. That's
So
good.
for any athletes that are transitioning, because we never talk about, you know, what it's like to go from being a college student being a professional athlete, being a full-time student. You know,
Yeah.
for me, I did 13 years as a student. So transitioning from student to professional life and just like, what do I do next? What would you say to somebody that's coming behind you that maybe they were a star athlete, maybe they had hopes of going to the NFL or NBA and they didn't? What advice would you give them to transition?
Yeah.
Pretty much, I would tell them to try to get around more successful people than them at the time, and pick their brains some. You know, don't just run around the streets and try to become somebody that's negative and do all kinds of crazy stuff, because you're gonna lose
Yeah.
that way. So just try to get around a lot of successful, important, not even important, but successful people that you can look up to and see that they're doing the right thing and try to mimic them.
Yeah.
You know, because if you have nobody guiding you, it's tough. You'll
Yeah.
be more like a, not like that, but like a Delonte West or something that, you know, got strung out. I feel bad for him, because I
It's
understand,
heartbreaking.
I understand or whatever. Like, people look down on him and everything else like that, but I definitely understand how you can get that way, you know, for sure.
That's so heartbreaking. His story is so heartbreaking.
Yeah, and I think it's hard for athletes too, because like you said, you were the big man on campus, and so when you come back to your hometown, you know, you have these people that look up to you,
Right.
but then you also have those people that look down on you because you became something that they couldn't become.
Yeah.
So how did you deal with that aspect of, okay, I gotta brush them off my shoulders and I gotta stay focused?
I was always humble, you know, so a lot of people that, people maybe thought, I shouldn't be hanging around, or I don't hang around and stuff like that, like people not even athletes or whatever, like maybe some of the kids that, people bullied or whatever else, I would always be around them and put them under my wings so people stop messing with them and all that. So those people remember that stuff or whatever. So I mean, a lot of, it's gonna be haters and, you know, good people everywhere. So I can't control what nobody thinks or whatever. So they think whatever, and I mean, just keep it away from me or whatever, and we'll just live our life. But I don't really, I mean, people think, well, it don't matter. Okay, maybe nothing for me. You know?
What about the athletes that are in college? So the college athlete, and I'm just thinking about this example because it's kind of true to life. There was a young man I saw on social media, and he made a post that said, and he was crying, and he said, this is the side of being an athlete that people don't see.
Right.
And so the inquisitive nurse in me, you know, like, oh God, what do you want me to do? Like, God started talking to me. I was like, you sure you want me to reach out to him? This little boy. And I'm thinking I'm like crazy. So I ended up, long story short, I reached out to him, and just gave him some words of encouragement. You know, I told him to read Jeremiah 29:11. That's my favorite. But what would you say to kids who are dealing with the mental health side of it? And then he's right, like, we don't see that, right? We see the Sunday games, we see the stats, we know the stats. I know your stats too, sir. They were kind of good.
We're gonna talk about that too.
Yeah, I know your stats pretty good. But, you know, we as spectators, that's what we see, right? We see the Sunday games and the tackles and the free throws and the points. But how can we better help, I guess is the question. How can we better help support athletes with their mental health?
I would say not just always talk to them about basketball or football or whatever, you know, because that's all they hear all day, every day from, you know, maybe from a family who is not really there, just worried about getting tickets to the game or this or that, you know, or friends that just want their NIL money or whatever else. So it's like, it's kind of tough, but I don't even, like, when I talk to a lot of kids that I train now, they're off in college. When I talk to them, I don't even talk about basketball. Hey, where's your mental state at, or whatever, how you doing, stuff like that, or whatever. So
I love that. I think people, even parents, need to pick up that habit, because I know there's some parents who, I don't know if it's because they live vicariously through them. I think I was kind of that parent too, a little bit with Taylor with volleyball, because I didn't get a chance to play volleyball like I wanted, so I kind of pushed my child, and I feel like I was trying to live vicariously through her. But I think that's good for parents to know too, to not just always focus on the sport and find out how your child is really doing. Because sometimes they're suffering, and sports is what gets them through what they're dealing with. So we want to make sure that we try to get to the root of whatever it is that they're struggling with and that they're dealing with.
Absolutely.
By not talking about sports all the time. So that's good. That's really good.
And I also want to give him his flowers because I've known him for a very long time. And a lot of times when athletes become celebrities within their own right, whether it's on TV or in their hometowns, they forget where they come from, or they forget the people that's coming up behind them. And Drew was not that person. He was very hands-on, and the fact that he even started this Drew's Cruise basketball camp for these kids says a lot about his character. So he never forgot where he came from. So I want to give you your flowers with that. But I also want to, because he's so modest and humble, I want to tell you about what he's accomplished. I mean, for heaven's sakes, he played with LeBron James. And when I say he's quicker than LeBron James,
Still? Okay.
all right, you know what I mean? Like, he's unstoppable. Like, I watched his tape. It was like a 10-minute tape, and I was just like, oh my God, this guy is really dope. Like, for real. And he's so humble. Like,
I can tell.
He made over 1,400 points playing basketball. Basketball season's not even that long.
Right.
You know what I mean? But he was able to do things like that and play in a McDonald's All-American and all championship teams and all these kind of things. But then he still took that talent and came back and gave back to our youth. So thank you for that. And like I said, kudos to that. Now, how does it feel being inducted into the Xavier Hall of Fame? Because when we think of Hall of Fame, we think of best of the best. People that made an impact, not just like you said on the court, but off the court. And to witness those people love you as a person. They didn't love you as the basketball star. They loved you as Drew Lavender, the person. So how does that feel?
It felt great. It really did. 2008, I graduated, so 18 years, and then finally get in there. Not like I was pressing for, like they cut me off, like out the blue, just called me one day and said congratulations or whatever. So I definitely appreciated it and everything, but it was more of like one of my bucket list things, you know. I've been on bucket list, okay, check, now let's get to something else, whatever, you know, because everybody don't get to get in there. You know? So it was good. Now my kids, my grandkids, they're blah blah blah, everything else all down the line can always see that what their grandfather, dad, great grandfather did. It was great.
That's dope.
And something else I want to touch on is how does it feel, with having brothers and your father that plays basketball, and you guys are all doing excellent in that. How does it feel as a young black male to be in that type of environment, to even grow up in that type of environment?
It was just normal for me, it was just, I was always in the gym, mom and dad coaching, sister played, both my brothers played, so I was just, the little one on the sideline getting pushed over. My brothers beat me up all the time because I'm trying to interfere in their game and stuff like that or whatever, so I just they made me tougher and better though.
So it paid off.
Yeah, definitely appreciate it.
1,400 points.
Over 1,400 points. Over.
Gracious. Are you the only one on the team?
Yeah.
Right. He's I'm gonna send you his highlight reel. Like he's really good. Like I said, he's LeBron couldn't stop him.
Man. So tell us about any upcoming events. What are you doing? Your information. Let everybody know what's going on.
We have our AAU stuff coming up right now, which is from March now until the beginning of June, and then we'll take June off and then start up again in July till school starts. June is off because high school players do high school ball, summer leagues and all that, so they can't do both, whatever. But we're gonna do some traveling, some tournaments and everything else like that. I'll still be doing some basketball training at Howard Rec and at St. Stephen's and different other locations too. But basically Howard Rec on Aglen and Cassidy and St. Stephen's for some training stuff. And then this summer I'll be doing some camps, which I'll post on my Instagram.
Okay.
Go from there.
And how can they contact you?
My Instagram is DrewLav24 Training.
Okay.
DrewLav24 Training.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Good.
Or my cell phone number 614-615-9114. So
Okay.
give me a text.
All right.
So if people wanted to support you and help you to meet, those goals, what's the best way for them to do that?
I would say contact me, see what events are coming up, and we can talk to whoever's running the event. Like if it's a tournament or something like that, we can talk to the director to see how much it is for multi teams or whatever, and just go from there, and then whatever, $5, $10, whatever it is, whatever to help the kids. Cause a lot of them can't even, can't do it or, afford it, so we try to do what we can.
Okay, good.
I love it. I love it.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I love it.
So is there anything else that you want to tell the people that's listening that have youth that's maybe looking for an outlet or an avenue? I know you said you don't really focus on the sports of it, but is there anything that you want to tell these parents that are listening, on what they can do to support their kids or how to get them more involved?
One thing a lot of parents can do is be more realistic. It's not going to be too many, not like that, but not going to be too many more like 5, 6 Americans.
Yeah.
So if I'm training them or something else like that, don't expect them to be me. I can give them everything I know, but they got to be the best version of themselves. And I'm going to make them and try to make them be that.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that because I feel like sometimes parents think because their kids are playing, everybody's gonna go into, that profession.
Right.
But, I'm glad you said
Right.
that.
Definitely.
So at the camp, what type of things do you actually go over? I know I try to do camp. I play basketball. That was the funniest thing ever. I was actually the free throw champion in 8th grade.
Stop it.
I promise you. I don't know where the trophies. I'm gonna have to ask my mom. Oh, where's my trophy? But yeah, I actually played.
I cannot.
But I tried to do the little camps and dribble between the legs and all this kind of thing. But I ended up being a cheerleader.
Oh, yes. I didn't like basketball because I had to sweat too much, so I was a cheerleader too.
I got in trouble for fixing my hair on the court.
Oh,
So I said, yeah, it's time for me
out
to
of
go.
control.
But what kind of things do you do with the kids on the court? Because it's more, basketball is so much more than just dribbling the ball and shooting it in the bucket. One thing I noticed when I was watching your Instagram and you were training the kids, it was like the mind of, get it in your head, get your form together. So like, what kind of things are you working with on the court?
Well, with the beginners, it's more of just the fundamentals, dribbling with your eyes up, perfecting your form, making a miss it no matter, just keeping the form consistent, and the shots will come eventually. With the advanced players, we go to like pro moves, like stuff they'll need to do at the next level. I really don't focus on, like, say I have like a 6th grader, and I focus on him or her to be like, hey, we're gonna get you ready for 8th grade basketball so you can be ready. If I got somebody 7th, 8th grade, I say, hey, we're gonna get you ready for varsity basketball as a freshman. So I set like goals for them to try to meet so they know we're not just in there just working on let's dominate 6th graders, because when you get to 9th grade, you're playing against people way older.
Yeah.
So.
And how long are your camps? Like I know you mentioned you start in March. What's the time frame? Like 6 weeks, 8 weeks?
March till the beginning of June is about 8 weeks.
About 8 weeks. Okay. 8 to 12. Okay.
And then the last thing I wanted to touch on is how do we instill confidence in kids? Because like you said, we have to have the parents be realistic. But how do we instill confidence in anything, not just on the court, but just in life in general?
Well, what works with me with a lot of kids, as far as basketball first, is me never yelling at them, always staying positive, and I really don't say nothing negative to them. I say the same thing over till they get tired of it, then they finally do it right. But it's the same tone. They're not going to see me screaming at them or put them down and all that. And I think that can apply to life too. Telling somebody that, hey, you're great, you can be great. Let's get up, let's do something, instead of just like nothing about all that stuff. Is not going to help about that.
Yeah, that's so important too. That reinforcement and not yelling and being so hard and tough on them because it's a sport.
Right.
Yes, we want them to be good at it, but it's a sport.
Yeah.
It's not life in the sense of we're gonna live that every day. Sports is gonna come and go. You still have to be a good person when you're not doing sports after that. So that's so good that you are very compassionate, it sounds like, with those kids, because they need that, because you don't know what they're dealing with at home. Right?
Exactly.
So they hear it at home and they come to Coach Drew, what they may look up to, and then you're yelling at them too. Like I can't imagine what that'll do to a little brain that's still trying to grow and comprehend what's going on. So that's
Definitely, yeah.
That's good.
Sure.
Well, I want to thank you so much for taking the time to come on and to speak about this, and congratulations on everything that you have going on. And
Congratulations.
Ray is Raise a Light. We're here to support you in any way that we can,
Thank
and
you.
we look forward to working with you in the future. So
Absolutely.
kudos to you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
I played backgammon.
Backgammon.
Well, just
Don't give him.
joking.
Do not give Mr. Mike a basketball
At all. Please and thank you.
Yeah, I just,
Yeah, but thank you, Drew Lavender. But we're
Yes.
gonna go ahead and get this closed out. Now, I have the Bible verse of the day, and this is Timothy 4:12. Now, don't let anyone look down on any of you, and I am speaking to the youth, because you are young. What you need to do is set an example. Believe in yourself. Believe in speech, in your conduct, in love, in truth, and in purity. And as we say, keep the kids on the court and out of the streets. And Leslie is going to close us out with the word of the day.
Yes, I have Psalms 37:4. Elohim knows the secret petitions of your heart. He knows every hidden dream he's placed within you. He knows the things that you haven't told anyone about. Maybe you thought they would never come to pass, or maybe you buried them because they didn't happen on your timetable. Maybe, in the natural, you have every reason to give up on those dreams. Be encouraged today. Elohim is still working behind the scenes. He still has a plan to bring those dreams to pass. Do what today's verse says and delight yourself in Him. And I'll leave you with that.
Thank you guys. So make sure that you connect, follow, and like Rhea's Raise a Light Foundation. We're on Instagram and Facebook at Rhea's Raise a Light _FDTN. You can also connect with us at www.rheasraisalight.info and email us at connect@rheasraisalight.info. If you have any questions, you can also text us at 614-259-RHEA. That's 614-259-7292. Again, thank you guys so much for tuning in
Yes,
to Ray
thank
Hope. We
you.
love you guys.
Love you guys.
Love you, Leslie.
Thank you. Love you too, Ray.
Thank you,
Ray.
Mr.
Thank
Mike.
you, Mr. Mike.
And thank you again, Mr. Drew.
Thank you.
Have a
Nice
great
meeting
day.
you.
Bye-bye. You did great.
You did awesome.
Oh, thanks. Thanks.
Was you nervous? No.
Oh.
Sorry, you did this before.
Right. Right. That was good.
All right, I will send you the episode. It'll be a
so
week
this
because
is
it's so long.
going to be
I grab one of
14.
14.
Yep. Yep, 14. And then I'll send you the link when it's posted on the radio thing for you to send to all your people and all that
Okay.
kind of stuff.
Well,
Good job.
Like, get them to fix that clock.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It was
Thank
so
you.
nice.
Nice
meeting
meeting you.
did
Nice
so
meeting you.
You wanna
good.
ride back with me?
That's fine.
Oh, okay.
It might be okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
So 314.